Hello class, and welcome to your review video. So the purpose of today's video, we are going to be going over every single pose that's on your review sheet. That's on Canvas, and this is the first time I've tried filming outdoors on uneven ground with my family home. Animals are around and there's bugs. So we'll just kind of see how this goes, all right? And I will try to project my voice so you can hear me. Let's go ahead and start in mountain pose. So our feet are together, our hands are going to be by our side. We're going to take a couple nice deep cleansing breaths and exhaling out. And again, nice deep breath in and exhale out. Bend those knees. Go ahead and bring those arms up. Interlace the fingers, elongate through the crown of the head. Slowly go to one side, exhaling out. Inhale, breath comes in. And slowly go to your right. Breath comes in. Go ahead and look up. Bring those arms back. Push the hips forward. Inhale, back to neutral spine. And go ahead and slowly start to hinge at the waist, bringing those arms up towards the ceiling or the sky. And slowly come all the way back up again. Hands are going to come to shoulder height. Let's go ahead and take a shoulder width apart stance, slowly bending down and coming back up. So we're just increasing that blood flow again, going down and back up. And one more time, coming down, bring those arms up into chair pose. Come back up. And again, coming down for 2 and coming up for 2. And one more time, coming down for 2. And coming all the way up, and we're going to start into our balance series into tree. Arms can be together or they can be open. Good. From our tree pose, take a breath in, exhale, lift that right leg up. Leg comes down, breath comes in. Reach all the way up. We're going to go right into our dancer pose. So let's drop that left hand, grab onto that foot, kicking the leg away from the body, stretching out the chest. So I'm building muscular endurance in that quad, the front part of that thigh, as I'm stretching out the chest. Go ahead and release. Same pose on the other side. Breath comes in. Drop that right hand, grab onto that right foot, and kick the leg away from the body. There's so much cotton in the air, it looks like it's snowing. From our dancer pose, go ahead and release. We're going to go into eagle. So we bring those arms up, place the right arm in front of the left, tap the right leg out to the side, bring it up and over the top, and if you can, interlace behind that ankle. Pull the elbows away from the body, stretching out the back part of those shoulders, hips, knees, ankles. Release. Take another nice deep breath in. Left is in front of the right. Bend. Left leg goes up and over the top. Pulling the elbows away. We just went over all 3 of the balance poses, the tree, the dancer, and the eagle. Going into our warrior series, take a breath in, take a big step out. Going into warrior 2. So we're going to go ahead and turn that left foot, straighten out the back leg, reaching out through the fingertips. Working on leg endurance. From warrior 2, we reach forward, exhale out into our reverse warrior. So in reverse warrior, we're just getting a little bit more of those oblique stretches, lats. From reverse warrior, bringing the arm down to the ground, and we're going into bent angle. if you can, you're pushing your arm against that knee, trying to get a little bit of inner thigh strength. Now we're going to stretch out the inner thigh by straightening out the leg, and this is our triangle pose. Remember, you can always have your hand up on your shin to support yourself as well. From your triangle pose, forehead to knee. So we're going to look down towards that leg. Forehead to knee, we're stretching out that back part of the hamstring. And now we're going to go into revolving triangle. So let's lift that left arm up. From revolving triangle, we're going to bend that lead knee and we're going into warrior one. So I'm facing my lead leg, getting a wonderful stretch in that back hip. From warrior one, we're going to push off that leg, going into warrior three, which is also balance. Squeeze your right glute. Try to keep your hips at the same height. Holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet come together, reach up through those arms. Exhale, come all the way down to the ground. So we're going to start our salute to the sun. We're going to bend our knees, step back into that nice strong plank position. From the plank position, we're going to go into a side plank. Either arm reaching up. So we're working on that shoulder endurance. You can always bring the knee down, or if you want to make it harder, lift that top leg up. If I do that, I will probably fall backwards into the pond. Back into that plank position, other side. Back into that plank position, going into our salute to the sun. Lowering down into that hover, okay, strengthening the triceps as we come up into that up dog. So your head is up, we're stretching out those abdominals. From our up dog position, we're going into a down dog. Head is down, bottom is up. Stretching out the calves. We're going to slowly start to bend the elbows, transfer to an up dog. So the head comes down, the nose, the chin, the chest. And either reverse that, or you can just lift those hips up into down dog again. From our down dog position, we're going to bring our right knee to our nose. Inhale. Kick it up towards the ceiling, open up that hip, and then when you're ready, bring that right knee all the way through for pigeon, stretching out the glutes. From our pigeon pose, go back into our down dog, so that means our head is down, stretching out those calves. Heels are trying to be on the ground, left knee to nose, inhale, exhale, kick it up, and bring it all the way through for pigeon. Excellent. From our pigeon pose, let's go back into that down dog one more time. Bend the knees to get the lower part of the calf. Hop it forward or step it forward and slowly come up. Nice deep breath in, exhale at top. Excellent. All right, same thing on the other side, but we're going to switch out that pigeon for some different poses. Take a breath in, inhale. Exhale, step out or hop out. Turn that right foot into warrior two. Looking out towards that right arm, really sinking down into that stretch. Knee and hip, same height. Reverse warrior, leaning forward, exhale. And if you haven't tried this outside, you should. It's really pretty to look up and see trees or the sky. From our reverse warrior, we're going to go down into bent angle. So bring that right arm down to the ground, pushing in towards that inner thigh, looking up. From bent angle, straighten out the leg, and now you're going into triangle. Transition into forehead, transition putting your forehead to your knee. Transitioning into revolving triangle, lift the right arm. Transition by bending the lead knee into warrior one. So now I'm facing towards my right leg. My knee and my toes are going the same direction. Trying to get my hips to face forward, feeling the stretch in that hip flexor. From warrior one, we push off that back leg and we're going into warrior three. Working on balance. Bring the feet together into our salute to the sun. Reach the arms up, forward fold. Bend the knees, step back or hop back into that plank position. Lowering down into the hover, strengthen in the triceps, exhale out at dog. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Either lift the hips back up or down into a hover, lift up into a plank, exhale, down dog. Some of you, your wrists have been bothering you. By all means, drop to your forearms. Transition into an up dog. Transition into a down dog last time. Slowly drop to your knees into child's pose, stretching out that low back. From child's pose position, we're going to go ahead and bring those knees together, interlace those fingers, and go into rabbit. So remember, rabbit has a lot to do with your shoulder mobility and your flexibility. So we're going to try to lift those arms up first, then our head, and then curl all the way up. All right, and then we dive down. Our forehead touches, then our arms. And one more time, lift the arms up. Then the head, curling up. Come up nice and tall. Hands come to the small of the back. Take a breath in. Exhale, start to lean back. If you can, place the hands on the heels into camel, stretching out that chest and those quads. Slowly coming back up. Take a step forward with that right leg into warrior one. From warrior one, pushing off that back leg into warrior three. Feet come together and relax the arms down. All right, excellent job everybody. So far you've already done your tree, your dancer, and your eagle. You've done your warrior 2, reverse warrior, bent angle, triangle, forehead to knee, revolving triangle, warrior 1, 2, and 3. For the salute to the sun, you have already done your up and down dog, your hover position. You also did the pigeon and a side plank. And then we also did our child's pose, our rabbit, and our camel. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and move on and switch gears a little bit more into Pilates. So come onto your hands and your knees. Okay, and let's go into our bird dog. So our bird dog, we're reaching out, opposite arm, opposite leg, strengthening the muscles along the spine. That is the multifidi. Important to remember. Okay, and switch. Reaching out, pulling up with those abs. And switch. And switch. I'm waiting for my dog to interrupt again. All right, so from our bird dog position, and this is, remember, it's just our tabletop position, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna come down into our low plank. So low plank is also another core strengthener. Squeezing your glutes, abs are lifted, okay? Shoulders directly over the elbows. Holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you come up into a high plank? Another core exercise, but mainly this is shoulder endurance. Okay, muscular endurance for the shoulders. And then we're gonna slowly lower ourselves all the way down to the ground. We're gonna zip those legs together, going into cobra, strengthening the low back. Breath comes in. Exhale, we're gonna lift up, not use our hands, use the strength of our back. Relax down and repeat. Exhale and lift. And relax down. So that was our cobra. Let's stretch that low back out with our child's pose. All right, coming forward again, I'm gonna have you interlace those fingers. We're gonna stretch out the chest and lift the legs up. Getting ready to go into bow. Relax. Inhale, exhale, lift again. And relax. All right, so we're gonna go into our bow. So we're using the strength of our quads to stretch out our chest, just like the dancer pose. So if you can, grab onto both of your ankles. If not, we're gonna do it twice, so you can do one leg and then the other leg. Take a breath in, exhale and lift up, holding for 4, 3, 2, relax. Inhale, exhale, lifting up, and relax. Good. Push into child's pose one more time. Okay, well, let's switch gears onto our bottom. Going into our Pilates roll-up. So our feet are together. Okay, remember we can bend our knees if we need to and grab onto those thighs. Breath comes in, curl down for 4, 3. It's nice and controlled. Inhale, exhale, curl up. And diving down. And again, take a breath in, inhale, exhale, curl down. And slowly coming back up. Which is hard to do when I'm facing uphill and relax down. Excellent. All right. We're going to go into our boat pose. So we can be back on our hands. We're going to go single, single, and then double. Again, single, single, and then double. Or if you can, bring those hands. Keep doing your single, single, double, or you can do all doubles. Okay, we're going to do 8 of these. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax those legs down and relax all the way. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go down with our Pilates roll-up. Remember, on your Pilates roll-up, we wanna try to keep our heels on the ground, nice and controlled, okay? Breathing, fluidity, that's all part of Pilates. All right, we're gonna bend those knees, and now we're gonna lift up, holding in that teaser prep. I'm gonna face the other way, and then curl down. 2, 3, 4, curl up, 2, 3, and hold. And go ahead and bring it down. Okay? If you want to, teaser prep and come up into your boat, bend the knees and curl back down. And again, curling up, and you can go into that boat and you can curl back down again, right? After the down position, we're gonna go into our bridge, which is glute strengthening. So hands are by our side. We're gonna lift those hips up and come back down. And again, lifting up and back down. And keep going, squeezing those glutes. You should be able to touch those heels with your fingers. 2 more times. And again. Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and bring those knees to the chest, stretching out that low back. Rotate those ankles around. Bring the legs up, and we're just stretching out those hamstrings. Pull the right knee in, extend the other leg out, and switch. Let's stretch out those glutes. Place one ankle on top of the knee and go ahead and pull it in towards you. So as you're stretching, I'm just going to talk to you. Okay? So we've gone over all of our major poses. Go ahead and switch to the other side with the glute stretch. Okay. We did our low plank, we've done our boat, our plank, our bow, our roll-up, our tabletop and bird dog, our pigeon, our bridge, our rabbit, and our cobra. So everything that is on your review sheet we have done. The only one we did not do was the inverted plank. Go ahead and release those legs. And that's basically a plank position, but you're facing the opposite way. And that, again, is for shoulder stabilization work as well. The other part of your study guide is going to be the history of Joseph Pilates' childhood and the 6 principles of Pilates as well. And then you're going to also need to know some of the different types of breathing. So we've talked about belly breathing, where we're pushing out and in with our stomach. We talked about vase breathing, where we inhale in through the nose, it's swirling around the stomach, and slowly exhaling out. Cleansing breath is what we just do in the beginning, taking those nice deep breaths in and exhaling out. Last week we did our relaxation from our toes all the way up to our head, relaxing each body part. And then double time breathing, we've only done a couple times where we inhale in for 5 seconds, we hold for 10, and we slowly exhale out for 20. So the end of this video, I would like you to choose one of those relaxation techniques. It could be as simple as just inhaling in through your nose and doing your belly breathing and exhale out through your mouth. You can also do your vase breathing, your double time breathing, or whatever you would like to do. Okay? Once again, if you have any questions about your study guide, please let me know.